What's crack-a-lack of Maximillions? This Maximum Effect here, and today's video is going to be a rant. Well, maybe not a rant, but an ode to haters. Yeah, I know. First, I want to start off by saying that, we all have haters. Everybody's got them. You have them, I have them, but what most of us don't know is that we ourselves are haters too. We all, at some point or another, have, hated on somebody, or we've had a strong dislike of someone else. And you know what? It's natural. That's the way of the world. That's just the way it is. None of us are immune to hate, because we all have hate inside of us. Well, not hate, but a strong dislike of somebody else. We have all given a harsh critique on someone or something. We may not even know the person or use the product, but we've given a harsh critique, or we've hated on it, for lack of a better word. We've hated on it, and I know peer pressure's a bitch. We've all done that. We've all jumped on the bandwagon and said, "Oh, I don't like this." And you may have never had your own personal experience with that person or that thing. So, we can't just always jump on that bandwagon. And I know that we always don't. I mean, there are some good people in this world, and maybe there are some people in this world that may have never truly hated on somebody. But I highly doubt it. But in all seriousness, I'm here today to say, don't hate the haters. Yeah, I know, that's kind of weird, huh? You're all saying, but Max, how can I not hate the haters? Well, you need to think about this. And just really think about it, that this world wouldn't be what it is today without haters. Now, let's think about this for a second. Without haters, for example here, without Bill Gates, Steve Jobs would have never went off and created Apple, Without Thomas Edison, Tesla may have never gone off and created his Tesla coil. And then in turn, we wouldn't have Wi-Fi, and I wouldn't be talking to you here today. And what else? Let's see. Another example. You guys don't want to see that yet? Well, okay. Another example. If it wasn't for the King of England and the other parts of the British government hating on our forefathers, we wouldn't have this great country to call home. And, our home here, the United States, would never existed. The Constitution never would have been written or anything like that. But, thank God for the haters, right? So, let's give it up for the haters out there. Let's give it up. Clap for the haters. Yeah, I know it's hard to do. I know that. I know that it's hard to do. But, really truly think about it. Maybe think about a hater that's been in your life, and think about, and say, hey, this guy or person or female or whatever, they hated on me, they critiqued me, they made me upset, but what happened? What did you do? You went out, and just in spite of, to prove them wrong, you went out and did the best you possibly could. You went out and made the, whatever it is that you do, And it turned out to be great, right? I'm sure that it did, because you guys are great. All you guys are great. And one of the reasons why I love being on YouTube is simply that. I mean, not for the haters. I mean, trust me, I don't care for haters. I really don't. I don't like seeing those comments down in my comment section. But you know what? I'm one of those people that, before I go bashing back or hating back, I sit there and I think and say, hey, maybe they're right. Maybe there's something here that I can improve on. And maybe, just maybe, what they're saying is kind of true, or has some, has some pertinence to it. So, before we go and start bashing the bashers and hating on the haters, stop, take a breath, look them in the eye, and say, thank you. Thank you for giving me this criticism. Thank you for letting me know what I need to work on. And thank you for letting me become better. And thank you for letting me know where I need to improve on. What I need to improve on. And you know what? I will now go and make a better video, or a better meal, or, a better light bulb, for that matter. Whatever, whatever it is that you do, you can go do it and you make it better. And then, we can use the anger and the wrath that we feel for these people, because trust me, I know you guys feel it too, that sometimes you see that comment and you just like, Arr! Face turns all red and you feel like the spawn of Satan and you want to kill him, But you take that anger and that wrath and you just put it into your work, and you push a little harder, and you crank out whatever it is that you're doing, and it's better for all the wear. You're a better person because of it, and your work is now reached another level of greatness. And so when you do get haters, in conclusion here, when you do get haters, because it's only a matter of time, you create something, whether it be a video, a movie, a song, a food, whatever, there's going to be a critic. There's going to be somebody sitting there saying, I do not like what this person has done, and you know what? I'm going to let him know, and, whatever. Well, thank them for that. But you can also sit there and be like, you know what? You don't need to come at me and tell me that I suck ass, or, that I suck other adjectives and nouns. Whatever words they choose to describe your work, they don't actually need to use those words. Now, like I said, you don't want to go bashing them. You just take that feeling that you feel inside and say, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to make the greatest video, the greatest meal, the greatest song that there ever has been. And, just do that. I was reading from a little script here that I wrote, so it just kind of remind me. I'm sure you guys see my eyes going down and stuff, but this is something, I am kind of passionate about it for the simple fact that, I've gotten my own set of haters. I mean, I've been told that my videos suck, that, among other things that I'm not going to go and spit out and say right now, but, I don't know. I really don't know. These people that say these hurtful things, they are trying to get a rise out of you. And when you don't go back at them and you just keep producing and you keep, doing your video, or, like I said, whatever it is that you do, and you improve upon it, and the next time it's better sorry, I'm spitting all over the place. When they go and those haters come back and they watch your stuff, and you know what? That's another thing. Haters, if they hate you so much, why are they watching, or why are they eating, or why are they listening to your song? So obviously, they're just grumpy, you know, the world's gotten them down or whatever, and misery loves company, and they're trying to make you miserable as well. So don't let them drag you down to the same level that they're at, because if you do, then guess what? Your work is going to suffer. Your videos, your music, your culinary skills, they are all going to suffer because of it. And then you're going to be the one sitting there, and you're going to find yourself in somebody else's comment section sitting there saying, you suck, blah, 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 blah. And you don't want to be that. So like I say, take that, take what they say, take it with a grain of salt, and you look back at them, or text back to them, or comment back to them and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know what I needed to change. And go from there. You know, and if they keep firing back at you, then you sit there and you say, I'm sorry, but I am no longer going to engage with you. And eventually they'll leave. Because, I mean, you know, a lot of those haters, they're just bullies. You know, you remember bullies back in high school. You know, if they don't get a rise out of you, they're gonna go away. They're gonna go find somebody else that's easier to target. So don't let them get you down. Don't feed into them. Don't sit back and start, oh, yeah, well, F you, and blah, 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 and da, 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 da. Don't do that. Just say, thank you for your input. Now I know what I need to improve upon, and go make the best video, the best video game, the best whatever it is that you do. Go out and make the best you ever have, and you'll sit back and be like, you know what? Thank you, haters. Thank you so much. And, you know, the next thing you know, you're going to be getting an award for your stuff. And the hater's going to be sitting there like, oh! And you're going to be like, thank you. And you can sit there and even, you know, put it in your acceptance speech and say, I'd like to thank all the haters, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. You know, all that kind of junk. So, but that's all I really have to say about that. I know that I didn't really want it to turn into a rant like that, but I like I said, I actually wrote myself a script for this, and I was following along, but then I don't know, I'm passionate about it, because if you play into it, if you play back into it and you let them get to you, then, you know, you kind of, you're not creating at that moment. You're not being creative at that moment. Or maybe you are being creative and you're coming back and you're zinging them back with real nice zingers. I don't know. But maybe that's what you're good at. But, you know, you're no longer producing your craft, whatever it may be. And I believe that you take that wrath, you take that hate or dislike, if you will, and you roll it back into your work, and it makes you push that just that much harder to make a better video and make, you know, whatever it is that you do. And in my case, it's video, and that, you know, I keep going back to that, but that's what I do, you know. Or for my other job, you know, if somebody sits there and says, well, you suck as an AC guy, well, you know what? I learned from it, you know. And but like I was saying, that's really all I have to say about all of this. And, you know, that kind of brings us, I didn't actually even expect it to be this long. But that brings us around to the end of the video. So if you guys have any comments about the video, why don't you guys let me know about your haters. Tell me about your haters. Let me know down in the comments section of some things that maybe they have said to you. And, you know, just, that's another good thing to do. If you are upset, you know, get in this comment section and start talking about it. Talk to your favorite YouTuber. Talk to somebody, I don't know. And let them know, and then guess what? They're going to feed back into you, and it's going to feed back into your stuff. And, you know, all around, I think that you'll be a better person. No, that's not possible. You guys are all great people right now, right? And I know that me personally, it's made me a better person, and I believe that it has truly helped my videos from the start. You know, when I first started, my videos were trash. I sucked. I was nervous, and I did get some hate comments, and like I said, I just used them and I put them back in, and I've improved my editing, I've improved my, commentary, I've, whatever it is, well, but that truly brings us to the end of this video. And so if you guys like this video, use the inner Shibby, hit that like button like only a Maximillion could. I am Maximum Effect, and I'll see all you guys in the next video, and until then, always remember, take it to the max.